Have you ever wondered if you're gonna have to rip your entire water feature out and start over? You feel like the issues pile up so fast and you have no idea where to start on getting them resolved? If that sounds familiar, then you are not alone, and it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to start from ground zero. So in this video, by the end, you're gonna have clear expectations around what could be causing the problems with your water feature. Hopefully you can see some of these things in the video and they will relate to you. You'll have clear-cut idea on what could be wrong and what you could need to do before you start from ground zero and waste a bunch of time and money. So when I originally got the call that said, we need to rebuild our water feature, I got to the root of the issues. They were losing tons and tons of water. They were having to put water in this thing every morning before they left for work, and then they'd get home from work and it would literally be sucking air when they got home from work, and it'd be making this god-awful noise. They'd have to refill it, same thing in the morning, rinse and repeat for I don't even know how much time this was going on. So they turned the pump off, and guess what? It still leaked. It just didn't leak as bad. So then they gave us a call. So on the initial phone call, like I said, they literally just wanted to start over. How much is it gonna cost to rip this thing out? But instead of doing that, we followed the instructions that were at that link that was up there. We did the proper troubleshooting on all that stuff, and the things they really wanted was just to get this back to holding water. They hadn't even thought about any upgrades or improvements they wanted to do. You can't think about that stuff when number one for a water feature, in order to be enjoyable, is not having to fill it at all times. So that was the biggest thing they wanted to focus on, was keeping the fish safe and getting this thing back to holding water, because they were worried about the chlorinated water being added twice a day. We were literally cycling the water. I don't even know how they made it. But so what we did, the proper course of action, was we followed those troubleshooting steps, and what we found was what you guys are going to see in this video. The waterfall itself did not hold water. There was a leak going on somewhere in there. We did the plumbing test and the plumbing held, which was good, but the pond leaked down right to the opening on the faceplate of the skimmer box, which is a telltale sign for us at least that the hardware is rusted out. And by doing all of this stuff, we quit the guesswork, we did the diagnostics and the proper troubleshooting. So troubleshoot before you tear out, that is my advice on this one, because all we had to do was reseal the skimmer box and put a new waterfall liner in. We didn't even have to hardly touch the pond outside of cleaning it when we got done. And that was the entire call. We could have thrown a mountain of money into a pit, a mountain of time, ruined the yard, and yeah, it would have held water and been great when done, but why not do the troubleshooting on the front end? If your car were to stop working and it were to break down on the side of the road, would you check to see if you ran out of gas, or would you buy a new car first? That's kind of the scenario we're talking about right here, guys. So we followed the proper steps to get this back to good, and that is exactly what we did. So after we put the new waterfall liner in, got this thing cleaned up, they decided to upgrade their skimmer for ergonomics, that's the word I'm looking for, so that it was much easier to clean. While you're in there doing that, the process of rescaling one's super easy to just drop a new one in there anyways, and the price differential wasn't crazy. So we got this thing not only back to watertight and back to enjoyable, but the functionality had increased, the filtration had increased. It was just a much better setup all around, and we didn't tear out the entire water feature, what seemed to be the direction we're heading. So a leak doesn't always necessarily mean you got to rebuild the entire thing. Guessing at it costs a lot of money, guys. Test before you tear out. That's all I've got for you in this video. Hopefully you learned something and you can apply it. This is Tristan Adams, Modern Design Aquascaping.